Okay. I start screen sharing. Hello, everyone. Sorry, that's too small again, and not everything's popping up. Here we are. Okay. So my talk is about an application integration framework I'm currently developing. And yeah, to speed up things a little bit, I will jump over a few things here. But first, as a context to give, what is an application? So usually we have a marketing website with AEM, so with a lot of editorial content, but somewhere in between of this editorial content, we want to place applications like product configurators, custom self-services, or registration form. So that's actually came from very 10 years ago, actually, where my first one was. We had an interactive user manual where you could try out a product, push some buttons, and you could see how it works. You could play around a little bit online already. And there also the original problem comes from. So why we are doing a framework for this? Because these developers are not AEM developers. So, and in this case, they came up with a zip file. Yeah, they say, yeah, here's the zip file. Everything is in. Just unpack. There are a lot of HTML files, JavaScript, CSS, images. Everything is in there. All you need. And yeah, of course, we cannot upload a zip file to AEM. And we have this conflict with non-AEM developers. Yeah, they don't have the knowledge. And very often we have also other things that we have fixed test and release cycles. Maybe we deploy every 2 weeks with a stage testing and stuff like that. Definitely we don't deploy 3, 4, 5 times a day because they just doing it live. Also the operating, we have a cluster of publishers, dispatchers, and the CDN and all that stuff. So we should reuse them, all these dispatchers, publishers, and also we should like a micro architecture. No, so sorry. So they should work independent on their own server, deploy it there, and we integrate it more or less on the fly. So we speak all HTTP, all HTML, and that's it. So therefore, the framework is on GitHub. Its story is still in development. First release is coming soon, so please give me a mail so they can notify you. Probably in the next 4-6 weeks or so, I will release something. And what I'm asking for you in this talk, in this lightning talk, please give me feedback from the talk. Please take a look at the framework. There will be a demo package, and maybe you can give me some feedback there as well, and contribute or whatever. So this is the last page before I do some demo. So how it works, I actually did 2 years ago already a talk at adaptTo about this, and I already promised I will do something, so because it's working in some projects, but I try to extract all the stuff and to do it right this time. And yeah, to do it right actually takes a lot of time. But for this framework, an application is always HTML. This can be somehow dynamic or server-side rendered at least. Static resources that have to be static, and some dynamic endpoints. So it's like a REST API. That's the application. And what it's doing some kind of prefetch. So not as part of the page rendering, already before. So it's asynchronous on a cycle, looks for updates of these applications, and it's taking all the HTML snippets, prefetches them, and extract the snippets, so only parts of this HTML will be placed on the page, so based on a CSS query, and it tries to get all the static resources, images, CSS files, JavaScript files, all the stuff, to put it on AEM, so the publisher or the author, so they have it there. So it doesn't matter for the application if it's live or it's down for a while. So the application, so the raw content of the application will be delivered by AEM, and this is under our control. So let's go to the demo. So I have to speed through. Sorry, this one. So what I did is a very simple application and registration form, and it's what you can see here. It's in PHP, and it has just 2 features I want to present. The one thing is I can change the language. So you see, if I change it to German, DE, it says Anmeldung. If I change to EN, it's now registration, register, your name, date, email, phone. And if I switch back to German again, all stuff will be rendered in German as some kind of context. And I can specify the event. Yeah, so say hello world. It changes the headline. So set this is the application I have here. So I show now how to integrate the stuff. So I have here a small website. I edit this page. So it's a very simple page. So these I put an external component, and I select the application ID, the registration demo, and the component ID is register. So each application can more or less have multiple HTML snippets. Register, and here it is. It's already on your page. If I have some time, I will show you how this works in detail a little bit. But so this is in English because it's the US page. When I roll it out, so I go to the German side, edit this one as well. You see it's getting, it's changed to German on this side. So, and what I can do as well, I can have some settings. So the event, I say new conf, and it changes to new conf. And I can roll out and translate this stuff as well as for normal pages. So how does it work? I go back to this one. So what we have seen here, I just jump through, yeah. We have this application ID to put it on, what application we have. We have this properties, what I say, the event name, just I entered the context. You can plug in context providers. It's more or less taking the path, or it gets in a resource, and you provide a map of a string map. So you can provide all these information. So these the language is derived from the context. So the application will get either DE or EN or whatever. What is not yet part, but what also you could provide in future to the application is some content like images or rendered HTML, so any component more or less. And so maybe I'll show you how it works. Details to set up an application, you have to do some OSGI config, where you can configure something like the resource loader HTTP or the context provider names, who is providing context. But the main thing is it is an URL to an application info.json file. And this is provided by the application itself. And this is a very basic one. But what you see here is you have the component register. And and this is the URL we just have seen in the demo. So register.php event is more or less a query string, and lang is language. And these properties are filled either by context or by properties. And yeah, so I can show you some. So the prefetch actually is, if you take a look, then it's then here in under war app integration, all the files are here, and here the register PHP is in several versions. So this one is because we have had it in several versions on the page. This one is just lang en without language. So the last one we had is this. Doesn't matter. No, here's the last one. So because I tried several things. So and this one is the one with register PHP event new conf language DE, and this is updated, refetched on a timely basis. So the application, the rendering of the pages is totally independent from the application server, from this PHP file. So we can deliver fast our pages without having to grab the content during rendering. So yeah, that's that. Yeah, please take a look, give me some feedback, and the first release will be soon out. Thank you very much. So I think I made it in 10 minutes.